really, really long charger. So, yeah. Yeah, I took my hair out so it's being natural. I agree. I cut it forward. I'm not the girl. So, that's why the demons be knowing when you be doing something. You always want to pop up. Every time I'm like in my power, that's when like low vibrational people try to pop up. Like, stay away from me, please. Please. I'll do my eyebrows outside over here because I don't think they're important to do. It's King Kong. Yes, I'm King Kong. In my kingdom. How many children is like six rings long? Why if my nose look like I have a booger in it and don't have boogers in my nose? So yeah. The eyebrows are looking very much beautiful at this point. Like, this is the first time that my eyebrows came out like almost the same. Ooh, waka. Wow. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Yeah. You. Ah. I'll say in a minute. They are very interesting. Okay, now I'm gonna check through the rest. And I put foundation on because I don't really know why I be using it though. Cause I just seen people like just do like concealer. I don't know, I like to like do like the full makeup look or whatever. You decide on if you do eye makeup or not. I should, because like, I don't know, usually I just be doing get ready with me. Because why not? Earlier today I went to the park or whatever. And I was like next to it already. I was just so interested because like, felt like it was like I was being, like God was giving me like signs or whatever. Especially with like the way the birds kept like flying over me in like a interesting way. It was just really cool. It's kind of like a movie. And then I saw a feather right next to where I decided to sit down, which is fun. You know, it's like angel wings, especially it's like white. And it'd be weird though because like sometimes I'd be like, is this the devil or is this God? But then I'm like, God is really like when like you feel more like at peace. I don't know, but it'd be scaring me because it'd be seeming like it's like so like too real in a way. So it's like, and he'd be like telling me stuff, and it's just like, damn, like this is kind of scary, but at the same time it's cool. Like connecting, but at the same time it's like, damn, you speaking like this loud right now. It's like you speak a little bit louder. Tell me some other steps. I don't know. I just thought that was cool. That's why I like going outside because I feel like I can like connect more with spirit. I don't know how true it is, but they said that they can like, it's easier to like for them to like get into like animals' bodies than it is to like people. Actually, no, because I think some of them do. Well, that's another story about like, you know, narcissists and stuff like that. But even that is what really be like getting me like really like thinking like, wow, like this must really be real, like, because it's like when I feel more at peace and when I'm more calmer, like my vibrations rising, I notice how people start attracting towards me, usually narcissists, because you know they love empaths, love opposites attract. But it's just weird, like, and it's kind of cool though because now it's like I can see it from a mile away, so I don't even care. And it's like, I don't know, but I don't even want to be around that type of stuff. But it's like I can feel the energy shift in a way. hopefully like my spiritual people will start following me so that I don't understand exactly what I'm saying. But it's just interesting. I think I'll do some eye makeup. Why not? Yeah. But I'm also like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's a weird feeling. It makes everything like seem like everything's like a sign, like everything is like a sign, or everything's like it's weird. And then I get like videos saying like, oh, what if you just follow your intuition? And I was like, well, my intuition is talking real crazy. So that's why I'd be like, okay, well, if that's what you want me to do, then go ahead and, you know, provide the way. Because I will do it, but you need to provide it so I know that it's you and not something else crazy that's talking to me. So that's really why I'd be like, okay, whatever. But I swear, like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's half and half. Because then they say, like, sometimes, like, the dark or negative evil spirits or whatever, like, they're evil, but then, like, kind of like you need one or the other. So it's like the good and the evil, or not evil, but the good and the bad spirits, whatever, they work together because, like, how they say, like, you're not able to, like, really feel, like, accomplished or feel like if you got everything easily, it wouldn't matter like that to you. But when you have to go through like contrast and go to like different types of like lessons, distractions, it like makes you stronger in a way, like mentally stronger and like physically stronger, even like internally stronger. So then they say like people that go through the most stuff, they always end up like being like really, you know, like most of them billionaires, millionaires, all came from absolutely nothing, like no parents, no none of that. So it's like it all kind of works out in a way, but at the same time it's like I need you to be a little bit more clear. Is anybody trying to be talking to something like, because I know like they say like sometimes like evil or negative spirits try to like come to you like acting like they're somebody when they're really not. But it's like, I don't know. It's very, very interesting. I seen a video on TikTok where it was like this lady, she got murdered, and I guess they murdered her and they didn't know who the killer was, but then that's how I know God's real. Cause she came back. She was like, you ain't about to kill me and get away with it. She came back and she came through somebody's body. That was some lady's body. She came through her body and she was like telling like her husband, well, she was sleeping, she was telling her husband like, oh, this is the person that did it. They stole this, they did this, you can find it there. And he's like, and then when she woke up, she didn't remember anything. So he's like, no, she's crazy, like, it's just crazy, like, maybe it was just a dream. But it kept happening. And then he actually decided, he was like, I don't have any proof. So then she told him, like, how to get proof. So mind you, he went to the police station and, like, they really, like he went to the police station, they asked the guy that she was talking about, and he was like, oh yeah, I went over to her house to fix the TV, and I didn't have the tools or something like that. And then he was like, oh yeah, my girlfriend, I had to go back home and help my girlfriend, but then the girlfriend was like, no, he doesn't know how to fix anything, or da-da-da-da. So then they like find out, she was like, oh yeah, he gave me some jewelry that same day. Find out that's the girl's jewelry. And this is the one thing that really was crazy. He tried to say he was not guilty, but I think like they said like he was visited by her ghost or visited by her spirit. Somebody visited him and he went straight, he pleaded guilty. Like he said guilty. He didn't even like want to get any trial. He went straight to guilty. So that's what I was like, yeah, there's something, like their spirit is very much real. Like, and I know like people that thinking they be. And that's why I would say like even when like I have like certain feelings about people or certain like vibes, I feel like it's because the unseen, like God sees everything. So he basically is telling me like, I know what they're doing by like when you're not there. Or I know what they really truly feel about you. Like I feel their spirits, I feel their mind, I read their mind or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. And then I'd be thinking like, could I just be thinking negative and I shouldn't think negative about people like that? Or not people, but negative about like, especially because it'd be like someone close to me or something. And I shouldn't think negative like that. But then it's like, you're like, no, listen, like, listen. And then we're like, okay. And they show me exactly what it means. And every time that I felt that way, it always turned out to be the truth. Even with certain things that he's shown me that I don't know why he decided to show me, but you know, whatever. Like, it's kind of interesting. That's why I say, like, my spiritual awakening first happened the first time that I realized that God spoke to me. Well, he always was speaking to me, but it's when he spoke to me this time in something like was the most craziest, like he said like those craziest things like to me and gave me like the craziest dreams. And then it's like people like my ex was like saying like, oh, no one's ever said this about me, no one's ever all these girls, and basically like he showed me like people's actual like insides, like not the fake facade but like the actuals. So it's kind of like, okay, you're right about that, because it all turned out to be right. So it's like, how did I, like, because I never would have thought of something like that. I wasn't thinking about like, you know, like, oh, like he doesn't like, oh, he's in competition with me, oh, he wants to be with men, or none of that. That never came to me. But then once it started like clicking and he started giving me dreams and he started saying like, listen, like the reason why this person's doing this or this, and it really all comes from jealousy, but it's just interesting. And that's why I was like, yeah, there's something like spiritual going on. Because ain't no way I'm over here. Like, I was over here going to the hospital, mental hospital, because I thought that I was really crazy. Like, I really thought I was crazy. Like, I thought, like, why is God, like, why do I keep getting these, like, why does this keep happening? But it wasn't craziness. It was my intuition, like, saying, like, girl, listen to me. And then it always turned out to be right. So that was interesting. And that's why I'm like, my intuition be telling me the craziest things, but I needed to like back up now. Like, I don't want to be over here not looking crazy. I don't want to be like ended up in the back of somebody's car because I'm listening to something else, you know. But at the same time, I know that's not the case, and I know like what it is or whatever. But it's just so weird. Like, I don't know if I'm psychic. I don't know, because it's weird. It's just so weird, because I swear I'm not trying to think negative about people, but it's like I can't lie. Like, if God knows that the person doesn't like me and the person really truly like hates me or whatever, he's going to tell me, and I can't say like, oh, like, because why would I sit there and ignore it? Because every time that I ignored it, I paid for it later. So I'm not gonna ignore my intuition anymore. You know what I'm saying? When people really do will like, and it's not even like people, it'd be like the spirits that'd be attached to them that hate you or hate like your spirit. They don't even be the real person. It'd be like a vessel. And that's why I feel like it's so weird, because I can feel that, especially like when you're around like narcissistic people, they give you that eye or that deep, like, because they don't really have a soul. So it's like, and it's kind of, it's just so big. A big circle. So it's just like, basically now it's like, I see like narcissistic people just like little, like grown, like children that look like adults, but they act like children, as in like the way that they like, you know how a child like they wants attention, or they want to like be better, or they want to like, you know, bully and just do, you know, like not want to like really have like self-reflection and like actually think and actually like grow, and like, you know, like children just want to like like whatever. And I realized like that's because most of the reason behind that, like narcissistic abuse, is from childhood. It's like your child, like I guess like when you're a child, you go through something so traumatic, it just stunts you to the point where you can't even, you're growing, but your mind is still back in that situation. And that's when I need to go with it. Yeah. And it's just weird though, because when I do, like when I think of it like that, and then when I'm like around people, a person, or like they give me an energy or a vibe, or for example, my ex, like every time like they'll give me that, it's like I'll get like something in my brain basically showing me like exactly why they're doing that and why, like what is it that's triggering them to make them act like that. Like for example, okay, the person like, oh yeah, I don't like this, but then you realize like they're insecure, or oh they were bullied, or oh they want to do that but they can't, so they have to take it out on like stuff like that, or like their child like bullied, or when they were young had to go through like traumas, like oh they didn't feel good enough, so then now they don't feel good enough, they have to feel like they have to make everyone believe it, like stuff like that. So it's just weird. Like for example with my ex, like when he would be getting jealous of me, like back then when he would like you know how guys be like, or girls be like, some guys they'll get like weird and like not want to compliment you, or try to like act like they don't see you, or basically try to make it seem like when you start being more feminine and being more like girly, it's also like they don't like you. And it's because like low key they like it's like jealousy, like they want to be like they want to be that but they can't. So it's like kind of like in the brain was like subconsciously, well consciously they don't realize that, but subconsciously that is like that's the truth. So they like take their anger out on that type of thing because they can't like come into terms with themselves and realize like, hey, like I actually might want to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I be like, yeah, I've noticed like a lot of men hate, well not a lot of them, I know a lot of black men hate women, and that's when I think it's just like a whole big like storybook, because it's like from what the beginning of like slavery when they were getting raped, and then like, you know, when you get raped it's like generational trauma being passed on, and you have black men are still getting like, you know, down low vibes, but then they don't want to tell people because they're so like insecure to the black community, so then they date women and they traumatize them because they're traumatized, and it's just like a whole circle. It's just so weird. It's weird. I feel like it's kind of like, I feel like it's a rare occasion when you'll find someone that truly is like, well actually it's not a rare occasion. I feel like I just have to go out into the world and find people that are like me. But I feel like of course if you're around people that like, you know, it's nothing, they like, it's normal, so it's like not like different. But like, I'm like, I noticed like people that like are like spiritual, like trying to like, you know, therapy, meditate, be better. Like even with like, I don't know, I can't explain it. Like I'll just, videos where like they have like Coldplay, where it's like the girl like, usually like goes somewhere and then finds all the people that are like her, and it's like, oh, happy me. But then I'm just like, oh, are you trying to trick me and trying to get me to go out there so that the government can try to find my body or something, you know? Because I think of stuff like that, like it's just a whole big thing, and then at the same time it's nothing. Like if you really want to get deep into it, like they're taking black people's organs, selling them on black market, selling children, sex trafficking. So it's like, it's easy for, you know, them to like try to convince you to think like, oh, okay, just run away and leave your family so that you could end up being killed. But then it's like, no. A lot of videos I've seen, it's like sometimes you have to leave behind like people that don't vibrate with you anymore, or whatever. Like I feel like I did with like past family and friends, because we just don't even know I love blush though, like it looks pretty nice. I don't put some more. I don't know, it's just weird to me because it's like one day it's like, you know, like normal life, blah, 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 whatever. Actually, no, it seems like every second is kind of like weird, like it's kind of weird. I can't explain it. I wish I could be more like, not clear about certain things, but it's like I'm more focused on like the spiritual side of life when I should be focused more on like the physical. But then they say like, you gotta, like, once you work on the inside, the outside will reflect that. And so whatever, but it's like, I don't know. It's big circle. That's why I always ask them for like a sign, like you literally is gonna have to come down from the sky and say it to my face, like this is what you like for real, because this one's like, how are you really thinking every single thing is a sign? It probably is. They say nothing is a coincidence, but if that's the case, then why did I do it? Stay for a while. What did I do? But then again, no, I'm not sure. I don't want to do that. I'm probably gonna do some videos. Make some videos. I just died it. Oh, I never posted that video too. I have made a video of me dying. My legs ginger. I never posted it. But yeah, I really need to stop doing that every morning. I need to like stop trying to be so like away from everything. Cause it's like half of me be like ready to like, I would go live in like the jungle away from everybody, but that's not good way to think. Cause you need people in order to, people are here for a reason. So yeah, but I don't know, it's weird. Yup. My spirituality confusing me because it's like halfway, because it's like how it's like, okay, we're all connected to source, we're all connected to God, we're all spirit. Another one's like, oh, we're spirits that like we're energy, so they keep coming back, learning different lessons. Or another one's like, oh, you tell God you want to come back into this body, whatever, to have some type of sort of mission or have some type of thing that you're supposed to do. And once that you start being more connected with yourself, you start remembering that, because you forget when you were born about who you are, whatever. And that's why it's like confusing, because when I start doing like, because it's like when I do like what they say Abraham Hicks says to like be happy, do things that you love, follow your heart, and really just truly enjoy and be grateful with life. It's like things really truly be seeming like they be happening. Like it's just like, I don't like really, all you have to do is just to be grateful. But then it's at the same time, it's like I don't want to be like, because I know there's like a spiritual, I know there's like evil and negativity. So it's weird because it's like I can tell like that there is like there is light and then there is darkness. And maybe, I don't know, so maybe it's just like it's the light and it's darkness. Like it's not say that any is bad or nothing. It all comes together to make a balance like that. And then it's like, oh, these people are demons. And, you're gonna go to hell if you do this and stuff like that. And it's just like, I don't really think I believe that. I feel like our life just keeps like expanding. Like even when we die, I feel like even like when we're dreaming, like that's like different, like what's the word, dimensions. Like when people say like we have planets in the sky, I'm just like, if we have all these planets in the sky and a whole space, how can you tell me that we're the only people here, or that we are just here just to do this? No, like no, there's more to it. I feel like there's so much more expansion, and there's so much more like when you're sleeping, like you really truly like lucid dream and go into a different like galaxy, I feel like. And I feel like that's like when you die, or when you know, I feel like that you just continue life like it's nothing. Because like I said, I've seen so many like videos like talking about like, oh, I remember I was crying about my person, like my sister dying, and she came back and told me like, I'm not dead. Like, do I look dead? But then it's just like, could that be your sister, or could that be a spirit, like acting like your sister? Because of course they hear everything that you say and stuff. But I don't know. It's weird. I guess nobody really knows. And then it's like, nobody really knows, and yellow. But then it's like, I don't want to say yellow. But then I think like, what if it's just control? Because they want to be able to control you to say like, if you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. And it's like, I don't know. It's just a big circle. And that's what really be like, I'd be like way more focused on, and I should be focused on like other stuff too. But I really be trying to figure out what's going on with this like life stuff. So like spiritual stuff. That's really interesting to me. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Like, watch so many different perspectives. I think they all came to one. Yeah. Yeah. And so a little bit of highlight. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing like traveling vlogs. I'm gonna start like traveling for real. I'm being serious. Stop being a little scared baby. I was thinking like I need a gun, but God got me. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even say this. He does have me. But I just mean like, if he has me, that's cool. But I feel like he also realized that like he gave us free will. So if somebody wants to do something, they can do it. So it's like, I always say, have me in spirit too. So if that did happen, I'm sorry. But I don't know. I feel like he also like will stop certain things from happening with like his godly ways or something. And there's several times where I could have been killed. Several times where I could have been like set up, beat up, and I haven't, and I'm still alive. Even though like a lot of people really hate me. But I'm still alive, so I think he's protecting me from something, like for real. But I don't know. I would need like a sure like sign in order to make the next decision that I feel like he's telling me to make. Like I would need him to like throw like, you know, I would like throw some universal help in there. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm not really stressing about it. No. I really do. I'm gonna get eyelash extensions really, because those are so cute, and I would love to just wake up and look at them. Instead of having to put like some mascara or eyelashes on. I feel like that's a better investment. You have to find like the perfect person to do it like how I want it. And I want to get the under eyes done, but I feel like that would be like a waste of money, because how would you wash your face and how would I be doing my makeup? I'm gonna take this off. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I don't think they will do it. Actually, yeah, I will. Okay, why not? I always do brown. I just like eyelashes because they just make me look so much more like them. Girl, I feel like a little baby when I have no eyelashes on. I look like a baby. I look so innocent. Which isn't bad, but I want to look. I want to look like you. Not like, oh, cute. This gold spray. Woo. I feel like you could just spray this on your body, really. I don't know how this is going to look outside. But usually you do. Use this powder again. Have it for a minute. Let's use it to set my face and not make it look so like cake or whatever. Change it to some glitter and start my day. Well, not start my day, but change it to some glitter and finish doing my thing. I'm finishing my TikToks. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Bye.